Hello everyone! Welcome to another English storybook lesson. Today's storybook is The Duck with No Luck. It's written by Jonathan Long and illustrated by Corky Paul. It was published by Wisebook. For the full free English storybook lesson, please visit englishstorybook.com. You can also follow us on Facebook at Facebook.com/Learn English Storybook. Alright, I hope you enjoy the story. Dizzy the Duck was down in the mouth. He had woken up late and missed the flight south. "What bad luck," said Dizzy. "This isn't my day. My friends have all gone and I don't know the way." So he packed up his rucksack in double quick speed, with sun cream and beach shorts and things he might need. Then he spread out his wings and flew from his nest. He would follow his beak and hope for the best. Flying over the rooftops of very tall towers, he looked down on traffic that stayed still for hours. And there, on a ledge, with nowhere to play, perched a plump pigeon, all grimy and gray. "Excuse me," said Dizzy. "You look like you'd know. I need to fly south. Which way should I go?" "Don't fret," said the pigeon. "My funny-faced friend, I'll point out the way that most recommend." But just then, guess what? Dizzy slipped on a tile and fell down a drain pipe that dropped for a mile. He rattled right down with a rat-a-tat sound and was dumped in a dustbin back on the ground. "What bad luck," said Dizzy. "This isn't my day. I'm lost in the city and I don't know the way." So onwards he flew over forests and tracks, calling out for his friends with sad little quacks. The trees became jungly with dangly fronds. There were supersized spiders and dangerous ponds. A parakeet perched where the trees met the sky was surprised to encounter a duck passing by. "Excuse me," said Dizzy. "You look like you'd know. I need to fly south. Which way should I go?" "Let's see," said the parrot, a helpful young chap. "I'll point out the way on my extra large map." But just then, guess what? The tree took a tumble. A man with a chainsaw was felling the jungle. The duck was sent spinning with a hullabaloo. He splashed in a swamp with yucky green goo. "What bad luck," said Dizzy. "This isn't my day. I'm stuck in the muck and I don't know the way." So onwards he flew, over hot dusty sand, desperate to find somewhere shady to land. And there, down below, flapping over some bones, was a vulture whose voice had welcoming tones. "Excuse me," said Dizzy, "you look like you'd know. I need to fly south. Which way should I go?" The vulture was charming and said with great glee, "Delighted to meet you, please follow me." But just then, guess what? The vulture sprang high, drooling while dreaming of steaming duck pie. "Yow!" Dizzy yelled, escaping its beak, and zooming straight up in a jet-propelled streak. A terrible chase at a terrible pace ended when Dizzy whizzed right into space. "Oops," Dizzy said, passing comets and stars. "I'm sure that my friends didn't journey to Mars." Then he had an idea. He was very astute. To use his beach shorts as a pink parachute. Down towards Earth he floated and flopped. And guess where he was when he finally stopped? He hadn't come south, and this was a shock. He was at the North Pole, far away from his flock. "What bad luck," said Dizzy. "This isn't my day. I'm snowbound and frozen and don't know the way." But just then he heard a loud rumbling sound, as polar bears pounded the snow-covered ground. Dancing and sliding they sang on their way. "I guess at long last it's our lucky day." "Please stay, Mr. Duck. We'll make sure you smile. We'll throw you a party in polar bear style. So they sledged on the slopes and skidded on skis, built snow bears and snow ducks, and swam in the seas. Played snowballs with seagulls who made lots of squawks. They roasted fresh fish on the ends of long forks. When he finally left, he'd been there for weeks. He shook the bear's paws and kissed the birds' beaks. So Dizzy decided that from that day forth, at the first sign of winter, he'd always fly north.